Hello class 7 students, welcome everyone. So today we are going to start a new chapter from your NCERT class 7 science book, that is chapter number 8, winds, storms and cyclones. So let's begin. We know that we live on the earth, right? We know that we live on the earth. Which planet? Earth. And there is a lot of air around us. Okay. How do we define air? Air is a mixture of colorless gases, right? Air is a mixture of colorless gases which we cannot see. And there is a layer of air above the earth. Okay? There is a layer of air above the earth which is known as atmosphere. Which is known as what? Atmosphere. The layer of air above the earth is called atmosphere. And this atmosphere contains tremendous amount of air. And about say 99%. About 99% of this earth's atmosphere is made up of just two gases. What are these two gases? Nitrogen and oxygen. Okay, the percentage of nitrogen present in the earth's atmosphere is what? 78%. And the percentage of oxygen present in the earth's atmosphere is what? 21%. Okay. Now along with this two gases, that is nitrogen and oxygen, nitrogen contains what? Nitrogen, the percentage is what? 78%, and the percentage of oxygen is 21%. Okay, and together they sum up to 99%. Okay, what about the rest 1%? The rest 1% is covered with other gases like say carbon dioxide, then some other noble gases are there like say helium, argon. Okay, then water vapor is also present there. Okay, water vapor is also present in the atmosphere. Clear? So this the water vapor, the amount of this water vapor in the atmosphere depends on temperature and humidity. Okay, the amount of water vapor which is present in the atmosphere depends on two factors, that is temperature and humidity. So this atmosphere exerts a pressure. This atmosphere exerts a pressure which is known as atmospheric pressure. The atmosphere, which is the layer of air, it exerts a pressure on the earth's surface which is known as what? Atmospheric pressure. Okay, and this atmospheric pressure is due to the weight of the air contained in this atmosphere. Okay, this atmospheric pressure decreases with height. Even when we say when we go to a height above the sea level, then this atmospheric pressure will decrease. Okay, so small changes, if there is a small changes in this atmospheric pressure, it can bring about changes in weather on the earth. And the phenomena such as winds, storms, cyclones, etc., which occur in the earth, is all about the changes in the atmosphere. Okay, so in this chapter we will study about the formation of winds, storms and cyclones and their effects. Okay, so this was the introductory part, and the introductory part which is given in the book also. Let us see this. Orissa. Okay, Orissa is the state of India. So Orissa was hit by a cyclone with wind speed of 200 km per hour on 18th October 1999. So in 18 October 1999, Orissa was hit by a cyclone with a speed of 200 kilometer per hour. That means in 1 hour the wind can travel 200 kilometer. Okay, this is the speed of means wind which due to the cyclone. So this cyclone smashed 45,000 houses, making 7 lakh people homeless. On 29th October the same year, okay, on 29th October in the same year, just after say 11 days, yes, just after 10 to 11 days, a second cyclone with wind speed of 260 km per hour hit Orissa again, but this time at a speed of 260 km per hour with a higher speed. Earlier it was with a speed of 200 km per hour, and this time at a speed of 260 km per hour. Okay, and this time the wind can travel at 1 hour, it can travel 260 km. This was the speed of the wind. It was accompanied by water waves about 9 meter high. The water waves can reach up to 9 meter high. Okay, thousands of people lost their lives. Property worth crores of rupees was destroyed. The cyclone affected agriculture, transport, communication, and electricity supply. So this was the destruction caused by the the cyclones, which was on 18th October 1999 and 29th October 1999 in Orissa. But what are cyclones? How are they formed? Why are they so destructive? In this chapter, we shall seek answers to some of these questions. We begin with some activities involving air. These activities will clarify some basic features concerning a cyclone. Before we begin, remember that the moving air is called wind. So first of all, the definition of wind, we can begin with that the moving air is called as wind. Simply, moving air is called a wind. Okay. So this was the introductory video for the chapter winds, storms and cyclones. In the next video, we'll start the topics of this chapter one by one. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.